Now, Britain's first tourist office for lesbian and gay people has opened in the West End.
The visitor centre off Leicester Square welcomed its first customers today. The idea is to provide lesbian and gay people with all kinds of information about London. Ben Scotchbrook is at the tourist office and we can join him there now. Over to you, Ben.
Well, Lucy, in a city which prides itself on being one of the world's great melting pots, one of the most cosmopolitan of capitals, this sounds like such an obvious idea. A one-stop shop for the gay community to find out exactly what's on, what there is to see, where there is to go and stay. But if you walk up the stairs at the Koo Bar in Chinatown, you'll find yourself in the first such place, not only in London, but also in the country. And to find out more about it, we can speak to Sean Newport, who is one of the founders.
Hello.
Good evening to you. How long have you been working on this?
Well, the idea came about early this year, sort of February, March time, but really started implementing the programming, getting the delivery of the project together since, well, the end of August, and we're working through September and now opening night.
Opening night tonight. What exactly are you offering?
Well, what we have sort of three different sections, if you like. We have something that's very LGBT specific, that's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, about club nights and about different activities that are happening in bars and community centres. And then we have very general tourist information, so things like London Bridge, the Tate Modern, everything that's happening in London on that front. And the third thing we do have is a sort of community centre where we can get all the information about gay sports that are happening in town, gay health projects that are happening in town, just about anything you can imagine on the charity front, and that's all in another specific area.
Well, I think we can look at some pictures of the Pride Festival from earlier in the year. You're one of the directors of that festival.
That's right.
There's obviously a very big gay community in London. Are you surprised it's taken so long for this sort of thing to come about?
It has taken quite a while, but now we're sort of at a junction in LGBT history where there are more LGBT tourists coming to London than anywhere else in Europe at the moment. We have World Pride in 2012, and that's a massive project that we're working on. It's going to bring in more LGBT people. And as a figurehead for the world, especially when the world's eye is going to be on us in 2012, it's important that we represent the diversity of our city as much as possible, and we've started early, actually.
Very briefly, there are going to be people watching this programme who think that this is slightly exclusive, that you know, there isn't such a thing as a tourist office for people who aren't lesbian or gay. What do you say to them?
Well, there is the British Visitor Centre, which is on 1 Regent Street, and that caters for everybody and everything, and that is fantastic. But there is, I suppose, a certain exclusivity with LGBT events because it's so tailor-made for the community, and that's a service that we're hoping to provide here.
All right, Sean, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us. Big night tonight. We'll let you get on with the preparations, and with that, let's go back to the studio.
OK, Ben, thank you very much indeed. Apologies for the sound on that live broadcast there. It sounded like somebody was boiling the kettle in the background. Milk, no sugar, if that was the case.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?